Good morning, traders. Matt Weller here, Global Head of Research with FOREX.com. Today is Friday, the 17th of July, 2026. I'm back from a bit of an illness yesterday. Apologies for missing the video there. But when we look at markets, it seems like they're coming down with a sickness of their own on the broadening US-Iran conflict. In today's video, I'll break down everything that you need to know ahead of today's US session. Let's get into it. So I would broadly characterize the current state of the US-Iran conflict as more intense than perhaps it's been so far in this multi-month conflict. The US has struck several bridges in southern Iran seeking to isolate the IRGC bases there. For its part, the IRGC has broadened its range of attack, striking at US bases in Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan. And crucially, and I think this is the key storyline to watch, Iran has put the Houthis on notice to close the Bab al-mandab Strait, a key Red Sea route for exporting oil that could further tighten the oil market and increase pressure on the U.S. to come to the negotiating table, if you will. That is if the U.S. strikes at Iranian power infrastructure, so there's a lot to play for heading into this weekend, and for their part, traders are pricing in some of that risk. We see oil rising 2.5% to the highest level it's traded at in a month. The Nasdaq 100, for its part, is falling 2%. More on that momentarily. In terms of economic data, we've had a raft of, I would say, C-tier economic reports, nothing that's moving the market too much. We do have maybe a B-tier report here in terms of the U of M consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock Eastern time. That is actually expected to improve, but notably this survey took place before the latest escalation between the US and Iran, so I don't think it's likely to be a major market mover. Today's chart of the day is the Nasdaq 100. We covered this one on Monday, highlighting the symmetrical triangle pattern that was perhaps one of the most widely watched technical patterns across all markets. It seems clear now that we're seeing a downside break from that pattern. Also, if you look at the 14-day RSI in the lower panel, it had a symmetrical triangle of its own. That has broken down as well, providing some confirmation of the breakdown in the price of the index itself. Moving forward here, the first level to watch is 28,250 on the Nasdaq 100. That's the lowest price that we've traded at in 2.5 months. If that level gives way, traders will quickly look down to the 100-day moving average near 27,500, and below that, 26,250. If we continue to see escalation in Iran, if we continue to see concern about the AI trade, the Nasdaq 100 could break some of those support levels. So it's going to be very important in terms of both stock traders and broader risk appetite to watch this pattern as we move into next week and beyond. That is today's video. Thank you for carving a couple minutes out of your day to watch. If I could ask just one quick favor before you go, please do drop a like on this video. It's a great free way to show your support. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel at FOREX.com for more videos like this. Thanks again and have a great weekend.